Hello. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I feel like we need to start this session with just a deep breath and a sigh. I don't know if you guys have been feeling it. I've definitely been feeling it. There's a lot going on. So before we start chatting, I invite you to join me taking just a deep breath in, sighing everything out. What a week, man. What a week. Good morning, Jackie. Feeling better? I would say I'm at like 91% right now. Christine, good morning. Jackie and friends. Anik, good morning. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you, guys. How are you feeling, Christine? Yeah, I think I'm at like, I'm crossing my fingers for 91%. Thanks for asking. Carmina, she's back. Good to see you. Yeah, thank you guys for like being supportive and understanding on Monday. I felt really bad. Obviously physically, but I felt really bad to cancel on you guys because I've been building up this energy of like, there's so much going on, stuff's gonna change, blah, shit's gonna hit the fan. Oops, I'm sick. Like, you're on your own. But everything happens for a reason. Right? Oh, Haley, good morning. It's your first time here. Welcome. We have a wonderful community here. I'm going to check in a little bit because I've been weird for the last week. And then we're going to talk about what the heck is going on in the skies. And then we're going to draw some oracle cards. And then we're going to transmit some healing energy. And who knows what else. Let's see what else is going on here. Jackie says, Haley, you're in for a treat. I love it. Good morning, Helen. Nice to see you. Hello, Bonnie. Welcome, welcome. Christine, we missed you, but you need to take care of yourself first. Thank you. Jane, good morning, Jackie, and everyone. Well, welcome. So I haven't been with you guys since last Friday, and even that day was a very quick, just like, very brief, here's what's going on. I can't talk. See ya. So I was on vacation last week. I was in like Western Illinois near Starved Rock, if you guys know what Starved Rock is, and I hiked at a different site every day, and I was thinking that might have something to do with this illness that came upon me. I don't feel like I caught anything from anyone or that, like I contracted anything. As soon as this started to hit me, I knew, Scorpio solar eclipse just happened. This is something that I needed to purge out of my body. I have some theories that I am working with of what I think I might be purging, but it doesn't matter, right? The fact is that I knew that my body was getting rid of some energy that no longer served me. And okay, so the reason why I think that the forests had to do with this is because I spent so much time in nature, just connecting with nature, and I feel like it raised my vibration to that point where my body was like, there's this stuff in you that's holding you back, like, let's get it out. So during this whole sickness, I focused so strongly on not like feeling sorry for myself, not saying like, oh, I feel like crap, I wish I'd feel better, oh man, my throat hurts so bad. Like, instead of focusing on the symptoms, or even instead of trying to name what was happening, I didn't put a label on what I had. I never said I have a flu, I have a cold, I have a this. I was just experiencing what was happening, right? Just noticing without judgment. So, oh, interesting. Today I woke up and I can't speak because my throat hurts. How do I cure that, right? So it was a few days of just resting and taking care of myself, but like cheering on my body. Like, thank you, human body, for expelling whatever this is inside of my body. And I was turning into gratitude more than turning into victim mentality, which is very easy to fall into when we're not feeling well, because when we're not feeling well, it sucks, right? And some of our senses tend to get messed up, so that like throws off our whole human experience. The other night I blew my nose so hard that I like went deaf in my right ear, and I knew it was going to be temporary, but it was still like, what's going on, right? And then the next day, it happened again, but it made me so dizzy that I was like preparing myself to pass out. Like I was finding a space where if I was going to go down, I was going to go down safely. I've never had anything like that before. So I don't know what's coming out, but we got a lot of Scorpio energy going on right now. So love it, love it. Christine, I love that thought about purging what needs to be purged. Yeah, so let's talk about what's been happening in the skies. Hello, S. Welcome, welcome. On Sunday, so let's go back 4 days, the Sun and Venus walked into Scorpio. So they've been in this beautiful, happy-go-lucky Libra, balance and harmony energy, and now these two planets walk into this intense Scorpio, right? Let's uncover all this stuff and let's transform. Let's die everything off and rebirth. Julie, good morning from North Carolina. Welcome, Julie. If this is your first time with me, guys, my name is Jacqui Mancuso. I'm a Reiki master teacher, energy intuitive, blah, 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 but I'm joining you from Northern Illinois. Whenever the sun is next to a planet, the sun amplifies their energy. So the sun is amplifying Venus right now in Scorpio. So the sun is giving energy and light to Venus, the planet of love, in Scorpio, the sign of just straight up intensity. That's the best way to describe Scorpio. It is a fixed water sign, so it fixates on emotions. So if you find yourself having some, like, I don't want to say obsessive, but it can be obsessive tendencies of the heart. If you find yourself like overly wanting something, and this could be a romantic relationship, or this could be just any kind of want, any kind of desire in your life, you could just attribute that to the Scorpio energy, right? There's nothing crazy right now. It's just that. As well, on Sunday, Saturn, the planet of boundaries and limitations and rules and regulations, he has been retrograde and he turned direct on Sunday. So taking those, we've had this time of redefining our inner boundaries, redefining our inner limitations. How far will we let ourselves go before we stand up for ourselves? Okay, so that's what we've been defining since April. And starting from Sunday, now it's time to take those lessons and put them into play. You might find some lessons appearing for you in your life, thank you universe, to test those boundaries and to test those limitations. So especially with Venus in Scorpio right now, our desires are strong. So you might have the universe giving you some opportunities that might get you into trouble, but take this as a test to just see if you actually have redefined your boundaries. And if you fail the test, whatever, right? It's all part of life. We make mistakes, but as long as we learn from them and don't beat yourself up about it, right? We're all human. We're all here to make mistakes and learn and try new things and whatever. So I think I talked about that briefly on Friday, but I just wanted to give you another quick update. Here's the meat and potatoes for today. Hello, Lucy. Welcome. So yesterday, we had our new moon solar eclipse. This happened at 1 degree of Scorpio. So if you know how to find where 1 degree of Scorpio falls in your birth chart, I suggest you take a look, because that can clue you into which area of your life is highlighted at this time. Which area of your life is most susceptible to a giant death and rebirth at this time. Okay. If you don't know how to interpret your birth chart, I have a course on Insight Timer called Astrology 101. 13 days, learn all about your chart, learn about how to interpret these transits, because I think it's a lot easier than you think. It seems really intimidating and daunting, but astrology makes sense. Lucy says I need to do your course. Yeah, hop on it. Get a lot of positive feedback about it. So take a look at where 1 degree of Scorpio falls in your chart. What house is that? Okay. This is where, so let's just talk about real quick. New moons represent new beginnings. It's a time of planting new seeds. What intention do you want to set in your life to see positive change? Like, what do you want to grow in your life right now? Anique, what part? Hello, Jody from Sierra Vista, Arizona. That sounds like a lovely place. Eclipses are times of like monumental fated change. So these are times that they're gonna change no matter what you do. And it's all about how you embrace that changing energy. Just like I was talking about when I was sick this last week, I just embraced, okay, my body is getting rid of something. Thank you, right? Thank you, human body, for having this immune system and fighting this off. I was embracing the change instead of playing victim, saying, oh my God, my world's falling apart. I can't do this and this and this. No, you got to focus on the positives, right? So this new moon eclipse is something that is going to make a big change in your life, and the theme of it might play out for the next 6 months. Okay, so this isn't something that you're going to notice like yesterday. Oh, okay, this is the big change. My life looks different now. This is something that you might think back to maybe next April. Tomorrow's my half birthday. You might look back to something next April and say, oh, last October, like that's the thing that was the catalyst that made my life look the way that it is now. Okay. When it comes to Scorpio, and so Scorpio right now is where the south node of the moon is. So just know that things may be revealed to you, secrets may be unveiled. And this could be in your personal life, this could be on the world stage, you never know. The south node is like our collective karma baggage. It's what we have been carrying around because it makes sense to us, because it's comfortable in our lives, but it's holding us back. It's baggage, right? So just quickly, the nodes of the moon shift every 18-ish months. Oh, Lucy, we have the same birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. The nodes shift about every 18 months. How do you define the nodes? It has some, I don't know, guys, right? It's something about how the sun's orbit interacts with the moon's orbit. I wish I had a better answer for you, but the north node represents where we need to go to absolve our karma, right? To be the best version of ourselves. The south node right now in Scorpio is what we need to shed and get rid of in order to move forward. So the south node has been in Scorpio since this January. So since January, the whole world right now, right? The node is right now in Scorpio, so that affects everybody. We're having this collective shedding of Scorpio type baggage. So Scorpio represents death and rebirth. Scorpio it's the sign of secrets, okay? So this is when things may be revealed to you that you're like, well, I didn't want to know that, right? Like once you see the truth, you can't unsee it, but you can move forward with your new information. This might be a red pilling time. In the Matrix, you could take the blue pill and stay asleep, or you could take the red pill. Everything's going to change and you can never go back. Okay, so just embrace this change. So death and rebirth are themes of Scorpio. Sex is a big theme of Scorpio, like sexual secrets may be coming out, and also large money, so big finances, shared finances, things like taxes and loans. So just curious to hear if any weird stuff is going on in those areas of your life. Oh, what's this? Elisa, we had a 5.1 earthquake yesterday, and it felt like it was Mother Nature shaking up the energy. I love it. That's so cool. It's not cool that there was an earthquake. I've never experienced an earthquake because I've lived in Illinois my whole life, but I like your interpretation of it. I think I would go the same way if I felt an earthquake. That's a pretty high on the scale, right? Isn't the Richter scale only up to 5? I might sound naive. Christine, tomorrow's my quarter birthday, if there is such a thing. Absolutely, yeah. There's in astrology, we do squares, the 90-degree angle. So, I love it. So, July 27th, is that your birthday? Okay, I found a quote that I wanted to read to you guys regarding this Scorpio solar eclipse new moon. I found it probably on Facebook. It comes from the Mind's Journal. Okay, so your new life is going to cost you your old one. It's going to cost you your comfort zone and your sense of direction. It's going to cost you relationships and friends. It's going to cost you being liked and understood. but it doesn't matter, because people who are meant for you are going to meet you on the other side. And you're going to build a new comfort zone around the things that actually move you forward. Instead of liked, you're going to be loved. Instead of understood, you're going to be seen. All you're going to lose is what you built for a person that you no longer are. Let it go. So I will put that whole quote in our spiritual community because I just loved it. And I thought it was a great way of wrapping up a lot of, it's okay to let stuff go. Even old beliefs that we've been hanging on to, right? Like when a big secret comes out, it can shatter your whole way of life beforehand. And it's jarring and it can suck. It can suck, right? Or you can say, wow, I'm so glad I learned that information. I'm no longer living in the dark. What can I do with this new, superpower, right? Oh, Christine, January 27th, 3/4 birthday. I love it. Elisa loves the quote. Chandra loves the quote. Jackie, thanks for putting that in the group. Yeah, absolutely. I came across it actually Monday morning when I was considering, do I want to do Insight Timer? So, yeah, I'll put that in the group. If you're not in our spiritual community, click on my face on the bottom right-hand corner, and you can, I think it's right on the landing page of my teacher profile, our spiritual community. Join it. I also put the recaps of what we talk about during our oracle readings in there as well. Who is the author? So it was I just screenshotted the picture, Brianna Wiest, Wiest, Brianna Wiest. And it came from the Minds Journal, which I don't know if that was the actual Facebook page or if it was shared around and around and around, but that's what you gotta love about the internet, right? Bonnie, 1 degree of Scorpio is in my 12th. So this is all aligned with the 12th house. Oh my gosh, Bonnie. We're about to talk about another version of a spiritual awakening. So that I would see that might, I wonder if there's some information that will come out regarding the unknown, the occult, right? The mysterious, the spiritual world, that might shatter some beliefs in a good way, right? I just came across, I was telling you guys a little bit last week, and I'm not going to go into detail about it because I'm still working some kinks out in my brain, but I was enlightened to just some new information, and I don't know how much I align with it, but it is making me think about my spirituality in a big way, which I love. I love that stuff. My moon is in the 8th house in my chart, so I think I really embrace this, let's get rid of that shit. We don't need it anymore. What's going on? Bonnie, that's what's going on. Interesting. I'd love to hear more about it if you want to give me more details one-on-one. Melissa, 1 degree Scorpio is my rising sign placement. So, Melissa, this for you could be like a complete rebirth of yourself, the way that you view yourself, or a complete rebirth of the way that you choose to show up to the world. This could be, and I don't know anything about you, right? But this could be realizing that you may have been showing the world a version of yourself for whatever reasons, and this might be a choice. You may learn something, or something may be presented to you that makes you just say, F it, I don't need that mask anymore. Okay, we have 3 more placements to talk about. We're already 20 minutes into this reading. I have clients after this, so we gotta boogie. What else is going on? 1 degree of Scorpio in my 3rd house. Yeah, so rethinking. I know it's feeling weird and good. Yeah, I love it, Melissa. All right, so 3 more planetary events that are changing this week. But then next week, guys, there's nothing. There's nothing going on next week. So everything gets a little rattled, but then we get a week to just embrace and look at what's going on. So I'm going to briefly talk about all of these. I feel like a lot of you guys have been here with me for a long time, so you might be able to intuitively pick up on the energies of what is going to happen. So, Friday, Jupiter retrograde, enters Pisces. Saturday, Mercury enters Scorpio. And then on Saturday, Mars stations retrograde in Gemini. So on Friday, Jupiter retrograde is going back into Pisces. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, growth, abundance, and when planets are retrograde, it's turned inward. So we have been experiencing this inner expansion. I think Jupiter turned retrograde in June. I didn't look back at that, sorry, but Jupiter has been retrograde for some time. So we've been having this inner expansion, maybe even expanding our consciousness. On Friday, it's walking backwards from Aries into Pisces. So we're walking from cardinal fire action, walking back into mutable water, changing your emotions, walking back from action to a place of observing, experiencing, and feeling change, okay? So Jupiter walking back into Pisces, this is where, Bonnie, I was talking about maybe another level of a spiritual awakening. I was thinking about the spiral when I was reading about this. So in the spiritual world, the spiral is represented, the spiral is used to represent your healing journey, your awakening journey, whatever. But whatever lessons you learn, you're always going to come back to them. And there's always going to be a little bit deeper of a layer. So with all the Scorpio energy going on, eclipse energy, Jupiter retrograde back to Pisces, I'm seeing that as another level on this spiral. You might be coming back to something that you think you've already healed, and there's a deeper level, something that you think you've already awakened to, but there's another level that you need to uncover in order to continue your path. So that's the energy that I was feeling with this Jupiter retrograde back to Pisces. That's happening on Friday. On Saturday, Mercury, the planet of thoughts, ideas, communication, is walking into Scorpio to join the Sun and Venus. So our thoughts, our ideas, our communication is going to get a little bit more intense. Okay, it's Scorpio season. Let's celebrate. Scorpio is fixed water. So I see Scorpio as kind of the investigator, like the sleuth. If something doesn't seem right to you, Mercury in Scorpio gives us the mental energy to explore and to research and to look into and dive down some rabbit holes just to get to the bottom of what is real, right? What is it that we're missing? After Mercury moves into Scorpio, we will now have 5 planets in water signs. So water represents your emotional state. So just be aware of this high emotional energy. It doesn't mean it's bad, okay? But if you notice yourself having some emotional thoughts, maybe I keep going to victim mentality. It could be victim. It could be if you're noticing yourself just like reacting to things, right? If your external environment is causing an emotional reaction in you, you can always, I do this often, even last night I was falling asleep and I kept having just these strange images in my mind. So I don't know if it was the sickness or if it was the eclipse energy, but just strange, like disturbing images almost. And when that kind of stuff happens, or when I have a thought that I don't want, I just literally say in my head, cancel, 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 and then I replace it with love, love, love. So with all of this stuff going on, with our thoughts moving into Scorpio, if you find yourself fixating on something negative or unwanted or uncomfortable, cancel, 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 love, love, love. All right, and then lastly, on Sunday, we have Mars stationing retrograde in Gemini. 25 degrees of Gemini. So if you want to look at where 25 degrees of Gemini is in your chart, that's where your energy is going to go inwards. So this can manifest itself. Okay, so this is going to be until January 12th of 2023. So Mars will be retrograde for about 2.5 months. This can feel like wishy-washy and like undecisive of what to do with your energy. We've talked about this in the past, and that seemed to resonate with a lot of you guys. I don't remember what the other transits were, but I knew it had to do with Mars in Gemini. But like, you have this energy, but you just don't know what to do with it. I want to do this, but I want to do this. So that type of energy might turn inwards a little bit. So I want to work on myself, but I want to be at peace, but I want to let things go. So just know that those themes may show themselves. The last time that Mars was retrograde was in September of 2020 through November of 2020, so the end of 2020. That was happening in Aries, and that's the sign that Mars rules. So that was a very intense Mars retrograde. And what I remember of that was literally the first day Mars turned retrograde, even me and all my coworkers were like, why is everyone so angry today? Anger was so prevalent during that whole time, at least from what I noticed. And trying to think about what to expect with this retrograde, anger could be the shadow side of Aries. So what's the shadow side of Gemini? Geminis always get a bad rap for being two-faced, right? For being flaky. So having this inward energy for the next 2.5 months, just be aware of going back on promises that you made to yourself. Be aware of second-guessing your inner work, second-guessing your progress, or even just notice yourself flip-flopping on, but now that I say that out loud, it doesn't feel right. Because it's okay to change your mind on your inner work. If something isn't serving you, go ahead and try something else. But especially with the Mars, or the Mercury in Scorpio, just there's a lot of intensity right now. So I would suggest meditating on a daily basis, maybe even just doing some breath work. Jacqui or Christine loves the cancel, love, love, love theme. So fall back on that. That's like the best advice I can give you right now. And understand that everything that's happening at this time is for all of our highest and greatest goods. Trust that. Go back to that. Know that the universe is here to support us, that everything is happening for us. Okay, sometimes things need to shift and change and get muddy and get complicated, but it's only for our highest growth, right? Just like the quote says, everything that you're leaving behind is something that you built for the person that you no longer are. I was trying to think of another way to say that, but that was good enough. All right, let's see. Yes, Elisa, don't let your external environment impact your internal peace. I think that's from Pam Gregory, right? I love her. Jennifer says, feeling rattled. I listened to an astrologer on Sunday. This season doesn't look good for Libra risings. Be aware of thinking that you're doomed in astrology. You're never doomed unless you succumb to the energy of being doomed. There's always a way out. There's always a way to use the energy to your advantage. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but it's just a different mind shift. Jacqui, I have that Gemini energy all the time. Oh, I love it. I love it. Same, Jacqui, says Christine. Anik, look up where Mars is in Gemini on our chart. Can you repeat that? Yes. So I would look at 25, let me just double check, 25 degrees of Gemini. Just find 25 degrees of Gemini in your chart. Notice what house that is. That is where Mars is retrograding. So that might be the area of your life that you're second guessing what to do with your energy until January. Thank you, Bonnie. I just saw that. Jonique, hello. Receiving so many gems from you this morning and sharing it with a friend who's going through a lot right now. Thank you for being so knowledgeable in these areas. Oh, thank you for sharing, and I'm glad that this helps. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are going through a lot right now. There's heavy stuff, and there's more to come, but that doesn't need to be. It doesn't need, I feel like I just got sick for a reason. It doesn't need to be oh, why is this happening? Like, this sucks. I wish it wasn't this way. It's happening. Okay, it's happening. And what you can control is how you handle it. Christine, I love your positive spin on all of it. It's a choice. Positivity is a choice. It's the best choice I ever made, I'd have to say. I'm feeling into what I should do about these oracle cards because I do have some things to do after this session. That's the longest astrology talk I've ever given you guys, but that was a good one. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the astrology while I'm tuning into what to do about these cards. Jonique, that's exactly what I keep telling my friend. Yeah, it can be easier said than done, right? When you're in the middle of a shitstorm, it's not always easy to say, oh, everything's gonna be fine, you know? Like, it can get very personal. So just have compassion when it does feel personal. Okay. I'm changing up everything that I was gonna do. Today I'm just gonna pull, what is Taurus doing right now? Let's take a quick look. So Taurus is where the North Node is, and I think that that's the only thing going on in Taurus right now. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Uranus is in Taurus. Uranus retrograde is in Taurus, and it looks like it might come conjunct to the North Node. Didn't that already happen? Oh no, never mind. So when we come to our November 8th solar eclipse full moon, that's going to happen in Taurus because that's where the North Node is. That's what we need to do in our life right now to I said absolve earlier, but to like work through our karma, to get to our highest potential right now is to lean into the themes of Taurus. So simplicity, getting in touch with the body, slowing down a little bit. So that's what we can say right now. Okay, let's, I'm gonna pull 3 cards. And we'll see how the time is. Okay, I'm just switching it around. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. If this is your first time with me, the way that I do my readings is that I do group readings. But this is a great time for you to work on your intuition. Because, yeah, no one else is going to live your life for you. When you develop your own intuition, miracles happen and magic happens. We all have a strong intuition. It's just buried a lot of the time. So today I'm going to pull from the Zen of Animals, and I love asking which animal spirits will serve our highest good during this incredible time right now. So I ask you to send your energy into my deck as I shuffle. I will allow your guides to come and work with my guides to pull 3 cards out of the deck for us. I will then, Nick was hoping for this deck today, I love it. You know, I was actually about to pull from my other animal deck, the Illustrated Bestiary Oracle deck, but that one just didn't feel right, so thanks for the energy, Anik. So I'll allow 3 cards to fall out of the deck. Once they present themselves, I will then show you the backs of all 3 cards. So they're all going to look the exact same. But I invite you to tune into all 6 of your senses as you view the cards. So our guides speak with us through our human body, okay? Here's a perfect practice for North Node and Taurus, getting in touch with your physical body. Do you smell something when I hold up a card? Do you hear something when I hold up a card? Is there a familiar taste that enters your mouth when I hold up a card? Do you feel a tingle somewhere on your skin? Do you get an itch or a twitch when I hold up a card. Sixth sense, claircognizance. Do you just know? Do you just know when I hold up a card? My goodness. Jacqui, I love it. I almost bought that deck yesterday. Waiting for card 3. Me too, Jacqui. Let's see what comes out. Okay. So when I hold up the cards, just let us know in the chat which card, or maybe even more than one card, is resonating with you. I know I started talking about claircognizance, but I can't remember if I actually said it out loud. Do you already know a number? Like, is there a number in your head right now? Or when I hold up a card, you might just know, like, that's the one. No questions. Elisa says feels like 2 today. Let's see what else comes out. So guys, here is the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. So let us know which ones are jumping out at you today, and I will show them one more time. Here's the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. I can tell you right now, guys, we're gonna act from the heart, and I'll explain that later, but that is very apparent. Love is what's going to get us through this time. S is working with card 1. Jonique feels 3. Ash feels 1 and 3. Oops. Julie's working with 3. Elisa, my son started coughing when you held up 2, and you already knew that you were working with 2. I love it. Amanda May working with 3. Violet, 1 and 3. Jennifer, 1 and 2 strong. No to 3. Interesting. Guest is working with 2 and 3. Anik, 2. Courtney, 1. Haley's feeling 3 strong. I love it. Bonnie's working with 2 and 3. Christine, all 3 for me today. Lovely. I wonder if you're able to tune into areas of your life, if something just pops in your head. 1, 2, 3. Like area, just to see what comes up. Jacqui, thank you kindly for your donation. I appreciate it. Kaz, none. Could it mean all might be for me? Yeah, absolutely. So oftentimes these readings come out very like a story. So it could be all of them, for sure. Wade, 2, then 3, then 1. Love it. Melanie, 3. Very strong right now. Buzzing in my stomach. Ooh. Thank you very kindly, Courtney. I appreciate your donation as well. Abigail's working with 2. Chantel missed 1, so taking this as a sign to 2 and 3. Yep, your guides will distract you. They'll pull your energy away for things that you're not supposed to see at this time. Yeah, your guides are always like just leading you in the exact right direction. Helen, 2 and 3. Hello, Dr. Monica. We're just about to read our cards. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys, let's get to these. So what we asked is which animal energies we can embody during this time of change to help us serve our highest and greatest good. Oh, you're welcome, Kaz. Anytime. So if card number 1 was resonating with you, your guides would like you to embody the energy of the frog. The key words for this card are amphibian shapeshifter, from egg to tadpole to frog, magical properties, rain charm, truthful, midwives and crones. Frogs are endangered by climate change, being skin sensitive, and signal us to change our ways. Frogs have magical significance in many cultures, and their appearance, life cycle, sudden leaps, and strange croaks fascinate, spook, and enchant. Sometimes it is beneficial to sit very quietly, observing until the time is right to make a bold, decisive move. With a leap or a fast tongue, the prize is yours. These cards come with a quote. The quote for frog is as follows: "What a happy thing it is to listen to the frogs in the mountain fields, stretched at full length in my thatched hut." And that is from Taigu Roykan, an Asian name that I cannot pronounce. So, card number 1. Oh, I love it, Courtney. I picked one and I'm wearing a t-shirt with a frog on it right now. There's a little, I have a frog sitting in lotus position on a lotus, or on a lily pad. I have a little figurine on my desk over there, and I glanced at it before pulling from this deck. That's really funny because I have a wolf up there and a frog, and I felt the energy to pull one of those with me to the reading today. I didn't, but I had a stronger pull to the frog, so that's really funny. So yeah, embrace change. Duh. Embrace change. Frogs shift from the egg to the tadpole to the frog. Every time you look at them, they look completely different. This is a huge time of death and rebirth for you, but it's not a death in the way of thinking like, oh, everything's lost. It's the death of an old version of yourself in order to make way for the new magical version of yourself. This is letting you know that you'll know when it's time to leap. Like, when it's time to make the big shift, make the big change, like there's gonna be something in your face that lets you know, like, okay, fine, I guess it's time to go, right? The fly will fly around the frog's face for some time, and the frog will watch it, and then it knows when it's time to stick out its tongue and grab its reward. So, yeah, I love it. I love it. Eclipse energy in this card right now. 100%. Haley, even if the cards didn't pull us to certain ones, are we still okay to listen to the reading? Yeah, absolutely. There's messages in everything. Excuse me. There's messages in everything. If you were drawn to a certain card, that message just might be more prevalent for you right now. But yeah, you're allowed to listen to everything. Helen, my icon is a frog inside a lotus. I love it. I love it. You know what? I have to go show you guys. Let me go get... Okay, I guess I was wrong. I thought it was a lotus, but it appears to just be a piece of wood. But that was the little figurine that I was looking at earlier. I love this guy. So he's going to hang out with us for the rest of the reading. I wish I could put him somewhere where you could like see him to hang out. Henry. I guess his name is Henry. All right, if card number 2 resonated with you, your guides are calling for you to work with the energy of the goat. The keywords for the goat are sure-footed, steadfast, multi-purpose, friendly, domestic, climbs mountains to achieve, butts determinedly, practical, eats almost anything, and milk-giving. Goats are the first choice of stock for many cultures and climates. They are friendly, domesticated, and will eat a variety of wild plants. Their milk is highly nutritious, and their meat and leather add to their desirability. Within their world, goats are great survivors in difficult terrain, climbing well and nurturing their young. A symbol of being sure-footed and a survivor. Planning and an eye on the prize will help you to rise in the world. The quote for the goat: "Look carefully at the goat sitting on the edge of the cliff. Everything that shows you the peace of being fearless is a great teacher for you. That goat is a teacher for you. Respect him." And that's from Mehmet Murat Ildan. All right, beautiful. If the goat card number 2 was resonating with you, this is letting you know that even though the terrain ahead looks rocky and you know that you have to climb up that big mountain, man, are you sure-footed, right? It looks like, this is a time to either give into the fear of seeing the unstable terrain ahead, or trusting those 2 extra feet that you just happen to grow to give you some extra stability as you climb up that rocky mountain. And it's not that this mountain is going to take everything from you. These goats are nurturing and giving. They have a lot to provide to the world. So I feel like if card 2 is resonating with you, you may feel some fear of needing to be selfish right now to achieve what you want to achieve. But that's not the case. It might feel like you are being selfish because you might have been in this energy of people pleasing, doing stuff to make sure that you are doing enough for others. But even when you do decide to just take those few next steps, climb up the mountain on your own, you're not going to be leaving anyone behind. You're not going to be neglecting anyone that you love. You have the strength and the ability to do it all. You just need to focus on climbing that mountain right now. Oh, Julie, my dad who passed last year, his name is Henry. Glad Henry is with us for the reading. Aw, I love it. I love it. Maybe it's your dad that wants you to reach out for something right now, because that came through very strong. As soon as I looked at the frog, it was just Henry, So maybe that was his little message to you. I love that. Jennifer, these are so on point for what is happening astrological-wise. I know. I love it. I love it. Bonnie, that's all resonating. Ooh, can't wait to see what card 3 brings. Card 3 today, guys, is our guides asking us to embody the energy of the snake. The keywords for the snake are elegant, smooth, symbol of rebirth and evolution, wise, mysterious, and secretive. Sounds a lot like Scorpio, huh? The tale of the Garden of Eden gave snakes a bad name and aligned them with the devil. Modern thinkers see snakes as a messenger of evolution, calling humans to responsibility and conscious for their actions. Unlike other animals that act more by instinct and their nature, with no remorse, guilt, or recriminations for the consequences. The snake, while elegant, is usually feared unless known to one. Snakes' ability to shed their skins as they grow gave the appearance of rebirth to the ancients, who also saw them as a symbol of wisdom. A snake with its tail in its mouth, which I always think that the back of the card kind of looks like. So a snake with its tail in its mouth is a symbol of eternity. 2 snakes winding up a winged staff is a healing symbol of energies rising up the spine and maybe also DNA. The mysteries of life continue to be revealed, as do your potentialities. Oh my gosh. Listen to the still, small voice within and shed your skin yet again to reveal a new, more wonderful you. That was a long description. The quote for the snake: just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. That's from Jack Cornfield, and I got chills all the way up my spine when I read that quote. I don't think there's any words to add to that amazing description. This is a rebirth. This is a time of shedding what no longer serves you. I can't say anything else about it. Guest struggling with self and so much to do, but need to concentrate on me. Beautiful. Yes, 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 yes. You do need to concentrate on yourself. It's okay. It's okay. I struggle with that too. I struggle. You know, I was actually thinking about that this morning. I forgot why that came up, but I know in my past, because looking at my astrology chart and whatnot, in my past lives, I've taken care of so many people, and that has been so like second nature to me in this incarnation. This is my time to take care of myself, and it's hard for me to accept that, you know? So I get where you're coming from, absolutely. Jacqui, oh my god, I'm a snake on the Chinese zodiac. Maybe this is a cycle for you to shed. Oh, Christine, Julie, my dad's middle name is Henry. He also has passed. And Julie says, Christine, my father's mother was Christine. I love the synchronicities. I love it, I love it. Bonnie, you saw the snake on the back of 3. Someone else, I can't remember if it was you or it was someone else, they said something that made me feel connected to the snake. Yeah, whatever. Carmina, I accidentally ran over a garter snake on a bike path last Friday. I felt so horrible about it. It's not like you did it on purpose. I know it sucks, and I know that when animals die, it's the worst thing in the world. It wasn't your fault. But yeah, that sucks. Ash, Scorpios are represented by 3 animals: the serpent, eagle, and phoenix. I love it. I love it. Yeah, that snake card was so Scorpio. So much, just shed what no longer serves you. It's going to look like you are dying, right? It might look like you are dying, like you are literally removing the casing that has been holding you in for all of this time, but you need to break out of it to continue to grow and expand. Stephanie just came on as you pulled the card. Snakes have been a theme for my daughter. She had told me about it last night before bed. So wild. I love it. There was a hike it's a monthly hike that I go on. It just happened on Sunday, but I had to miss it because I was sick, and my friend told me that they saw a lot of snakes on that hike as well. So let's review. Oh, and the reason, when we started this reading, I said turn to love, and that will bring you through all of this. What's the prominent color of this whole reading? Are you guys seeing as much green as I am seeing? Heart chakra, green energy. Yeah, so just focus on acting from your heart, getting out of your head and into your heart. I just had some brain frog. And I seem to have a frog in my throat today. Ooh, love this energy. So the frog card started us off, letting us know that it is time to jump. It is time to take the leap. There may be something that you've been watching, right? This fly has been flying around, maybe nagging you a little bit, but you know it's something you want. Go. You're served right now to leap, take it, go. I feel like there was something else in that description that resonated strongly. Let me just take a quick look. Oh, the life cycle. Yeah, there's the frog seems to, right? Like the egg seems to die as the tadpole emerges. The tadpole seems to die as the frog emerges. It's a vast shift of physical reality. So just like your life right now is in the middle of a huge shift. It's like turning a page, like a new chapter. when you turn this new page and you go to this new venture, the mountain that you need to climb might look incredibly sketchy. There's loose rocks all over the place, but you have the sure-footedness to work your way up that mountain. If you are worried that by focusing on the mountain and focusing on your feet getting to the place where it needs to go, if you're worried about leaving others behind, the goat does not do that. The goat brings everyone with them. They continue to nourish and nurture everyone in their surrounding. So if you're having feelings of, I might be leaving my loved ones behind if I want to serve my highest and greatest good, that's not the case. That's not the case. Frozen? Am I still frozen, guys? Stephanie said I had to exit and come back in. Okay, thank you, Stephanie. I'm going to keep going. I put these on YouTube as well, so you can come back and watch the full seamless. I got to keep going, and we have to get to the energy heal, so I can finish up today. So we had the frog of cycle of rebirth. You'll get a sign when it's time to jump. The goat, you'll have the sure-footedness to walk up the mountain, and you won't leave anyone behind. The snake wraps it up with just the beautiful, it's time to shed, right? There's something that you've been holding on to. I feel like this is a belief system that has been like encasing you, like holding you, constricting you. And it's time to spread your wings. I know snakes don't have wings, but that's just the energy that came through about that. We have 2 water cards as well. I love it. Scorpio, water energy. We're coming into a lot of Scorpio energy. Excuse me. And I know that the goat is connected to Capricorn, but our north node right now is in Taurus, which is another earth energy sign. So beautiful water and earth reading. I'll put some updates in our spiritual community. In just a minute, we're going to do a grounding meditation, and then I'll channel some healing energy. So if you've been enjoying today's session, if you would like to offer a donation, they are always appreciated. We don't get paid on Insight Timer, so your donations are what keep me here and keep me going. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, you can find my website on my Insight Timer profile. For the next few days, I have my tarot readings discounted to $31 to celebrate Halloween. And you can also find my Patreon page on my YouTube, or on my website. I offer monthly tarot readings, like group tarot readings specifically for my small Patreon community, and also lunarly tarot readings. So with the full moon that's coming up, the next solar eclipse, you can hop on and get those readings. What else? I'm going to put this replay on YouTube, so you can follow me on YouTube to watch all of these over and over. I know I just had a little slip up with the connection here on Insight Timer. And I think that's it. Christine, thank you very much. Let's meditate. So find yourself into a comfortable position, either seated or lying down. Just taking a deep breath, settling yourself into the space. Feeling into all of the contact points that you have with the surface beneath you. And feeling the weight of your body being completely supported by Mother Earth. Bringing all of your awareness now directly above the crown of your head in an egg-shaped white orb of glowing light. Acting as the curious observer as this egg of awareness cracks on the crown of your head, flowing your attention down throughout the back of your head, the sides of your face, over the temples and ears, flowing down your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids, dripping off the tip of your nose, flowing down the cheeks, the lips, the chin, and the jaw. Flowing your awareness down all sides of your neck, off the shoulders, down the upper arms, running down the elbows, down your forearms, over the wrists, and into your hands and fingers. Bringing your awareness up to your chest. Just pausing here for a moment, tuning into the beating of your heart. Feeling inside of your chest. Feeling how the breath is causing the ribs to expand and contract. Flowing down into the belly. Feeling into the organs resting behind the abdomen. And noticing how the breath causes the belly to rise and fall. Flowing further down into your pelvic floor. Bringing your awareness up to your upper back. Flowing down the back side of your body, dripping off the shoulder blades. Weaving in and out the backs of the ribs. Flowing down the mid-back, the lower back, down to your glutes. Flowing down the upper legs, passing over the knees, down to the lower legs, out to your ankles, the tops of your feet, your toes, and the soles of your feet. Breathing deeply as you feel into your entire body. Spreading your awareness throughout every cell of your body at once. Taking the time now to welcome in your guides and angels for any assistance they may have to offer. Allowing permission for this Reiki energy to be received by intending to completely surrender to this energy as it nourishes your highest good. Bringing your focus now back inside of your body, allowing your thoughts to flutter away as you receive this precious gift of time for yourself. Allow yourself to be fully present within your body Noticing anything that may rise to the surface as I keep track of the time. Returning your focus to your breath and feeling into the weight of your body resting in space. Imagine a brilliant glowing ball of sparkling sky blue light in the center of your chest. This warm ball of light surrounds your entire heart. On each inhale, this angelic light becomes brighter and more vibrant. And on the exhale, the ball begins to grow in every direction throughout your body. Inhaling as the light shines brighter, and exhaling as the ball grows larger and larger until it encompasses your entire body. The sky blue light slowly fades away as the connection to this energy healing closes, allowing you to return home to yourself. Taking the time now to send gratitude to your guides and angels and listening in to receive any last messages. And slowly beginning to bring some movement back to your body, wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling out your wrists and ankles, stretching out the body however it is calling you to. Perhaps bringing the palms of your hands together, rubbing them back and forth, creating friction, creating heat. cupping the warm palms over your eyes, beginning to blink your eyes open, allowing the light to peek in through the cracks as you slowly bring yourself back into your physical body. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. When the external world appears to be dark, remember that the light is within you. You are the light. When we become aware of things, they seem to become difficult, but it's just an awareness. The difficulty has always been there. Turn to your light and be thankful for your awareness. Imagine where you would be if you were unaware. And I was told to remind you all that the coal can only become the diamond when it is put under pressure. So thank you very much for joining me today. Remember our little mantra whenever you have unwanted thoughts or negative thoughts or disturbing thoughts. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Love, love, love. It works, man. I can't even tell you why or how. It's a mindset shift. That's all it is. And if you feel yourself in a space of negative energy, like if you feel someone else's negative energy coming onto you, or just the world's energy coming onto you, a practice I've talked about a few times that I love to do is breathing into my heart. So I feel my center is in my heart. If you feel the center of your body is elsewhere along your center line, cool. Breathe into your center and imagine like a little speck of light in there. And every time you breathe, this light increases. And then as you exhale, it pushes out. So just like we talk about at the end of my meditation, you could do this on your own. So I do this oftentimes if I feel someone is putting their negative energy on me. I breathe into my own light to expand it in myself, and then I exhale it out. And I'm almost like transmuting their negativity with my light, and everyone has that possibility. Everyone can do that. So, just like I was saying in the beginning too, like even though things might look crazy in the sky, right? Planets have a way of impacting our day-to-day lives. Nothing is destined to be doomed. It's all about how we view it. Thank you, Monica. Jonique, thank you for your donation. Keisha, thank you for your donation. And Christine. Anik says, my friends and I did tarot readings with Jacqui, and they were so thorough and mind-blowing. I recommend to take advantage of her October special. Thank you, Anik. That was a fun night. That was great. That was a good time. Jody, thank you. Renee, thank you. Jonique, namaste. Thank you all for joining. I believe I'll be back next Wednesday. I haven't scheduled yet for next week, but this is my last session for this week. Monday's Halloween. I get down with Halloween. I'll be back here next Wednesday, and we have the beauty of really not having much going on in the sky next week. So just, don't anticipate too much. Just flow with it, see what happens, embrace the gifts. Thank you to everyone who donated, and I hope to see you all very soon. I believe my chat is being laggy because my timestamp on Insight Timer has stopped, and the last chat that came through was 4 minutes ago. So if I haven't responded to what you said, I'm sorry. I'll put an update in our spiritual community of the cards that came through, and I will post this on YouTube. So feel free just to search my name on YouTube, and you can find me there. Okay. The light in me truly honors the light in you. Namaste. I will see you all very soon. Love to